Heyo, I'm Hobo. This is episode 23 of my Minecraft Forever Survivor World series. This is going to be a shorter episode today. Basically, I just did a bunch of off-camera work, and I wanted to just show the progress that I made with that. I did work at the village, the road, and I'm enchanting. I think that's it. Like, I'm enchanting now, and then I did those other two things. I'm trying to get a work pickaxe. I don't know what to call it, but basically it's just going to be for gathering materials. Basically, that's it. Gathering stone, andesite, etc., etc. That's all it's going to be for. And in between that, I worked on the road. Or I guess I will work on the road. Not super exciting stuff, so I cut most of it out. All I did was extend it and dig it out, but I'll show it. I'll show what I do later. For now, I'm just going to enchant and talk about the future plans for the lore of this world. I've been doing a lot of thinking about it. And I'm taking stuff from various sources, like the quote-unquote official Minecraft lore from Film Theory. I'm using a lot of that as like the basis, and I'm just building on that because I like most of what they did, or like expanded, I don't know, that they built upon, or yeah, I like most of the stuff that they talked about as like the lore of Minecraft, and I want there to be like the builder race, me, like super ancient. Then I want them to be, wiped out, and then they come back, and then they're wiped out again, and then we're at the present day, where it's just me as the sole survivor to an ancient race. And I want the piglins to play a part in wiping them out the second time. I think that'd be really cool. Like, they come in, invade, and they lead to the downfall of the builder race the second time. I like that idea. Also, I have a lot of ideas about villagers and what their role is. So, because I feel like they wouldn't be around until after the piglins. And I was thinking that the piglins and the pillagers, they're the same species. They're just like a different race. Like, white people and black people, the same species, but a different race. Basically, the pillagers would have spent a lot of time indoors, not farming for resources, because they just raid everything. There's no need to be outside working if you're just, everything you take is already done. That's what I think. And I would like for the evokers, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. It might not be. Anyway, the guys with the coats, I want them to be the leader, and I think they should be experimenting on villagers and other creatures and whatnot. Trying to make a new golem, maybe. And that's how they create the Ravager. Those are just my initial thoughts on making lore for the world. And I would like there to be, pretty sure I brought this up before, but like some knowledge that I find in like the ruins of not the ancient builder race buildings, but the ones that were wiped out by the piglins. I think that'd be cool. I also have ideas about zombies. I think This was what Film Theory said, but I could be wrong. Anyway, it's what I'm using. They were basically invented by the master race as an experiment gone wrong, trying to extend their life expectancy. And the creepers are the same. It's just another experiment gone wrong, but it's done with pigs rather than humans. Like, they're experimenting on pigs, and then thus the creeper was made. I'll go into more detail about why that is in a later date, but it's just one of the things I wanted to touch on. I'm pretty sure I brought this up before in like previous episodes, but phantoms, I was thinking they would be, I don't know, I'm thinking like night terrors, basically, or just, imagination. That's not the right word. Genetics? I don't remember the word. Anyway, basically you stay up too late and it's, you hallucinate, you see things. That would be, it's the only explanation I can come up with, is that your imagination manifests, creates the phantom. Because you've been awake for too long and you have to sleep. I would like for it to not drop anything, because then I could say it really is just a figment of your imagination, and you being awake for too long is damaging you physically. And you're just taking damage from it. But it doesn't work like that because they drop things. And I could kind of wave it under the rug that, when you're underground, you don't really know what time of day it is, so you feel less tired than you actually would if you could see what time of day it was, and that, time is passing. You can't really tell when you're underground. I guess it also has to, I'm guessing that other dimensions kind of negate that theory because they don't spawn in other dimensions. But you can't really tell time in the other dimensions, so maybe just time works differently there? I'm not sure. Still thinking about that one. I know it's supposedly confirmed by Minecraft that the Netherworld is not below the overworld, but to me that just doesn't, in my mind it doesn't make sense that way, because for every block you travel in the overworld or the Netherworld, that's 8 blocks in the overworld, meaning that the Nether is technically smaller if you were to do like a block by block comparison, I guess. So I was thinking, and it's called Overworld, so surely it's over something, and both the Nether roof and the Overworld floor, like the very bottom, have a bedrock layer to them. So, I mean, it definitely seems that way, like it would be below the Overworld. It's also kind of, like hell, if it was real, physically. It kind of fits the narrative for being, below the overworld. And I'm pretty sure never refers to like the lower half of something or the lower part of something. I assume. I don't actually know. I'm pretty sure that's what it means. And for the end, just don't know if that should be like above the sky, or if that should be another dimension entirely. So kind of like the theory that it's in space. Because I'm not the first one to think this, but you're basically in a black void, and you can't see anything below you or above you, and it kind of feels like you're, in the vacuum of space almost. It's an empty void. Once I get a good enchantment for this pickaxe, well, 2 enchantments, still need to get efficiency 4. Unbreaking 3 is nice, but efficiency 4 is what I really need. Unfortunately, it's a little difficult to get it for some reason. I'll just keep using these cheap books till I get what I need. I feel like I could have got Fortune 3 already. I know that's Fortune 2, but I could just combine stuff. There we go. Perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Alright, now I just need to grind up to level 30. I'm going to cut pretty much all that out because it's not going to be very fun. And I'll mostly just probably make bone meal. I got a lot of leaf litter I need to get rid of. And I should probably use the spear. Oh, this one, the diamond one. I think I will. But I'll probably put, if it doesn't already have it, I'll probably put a smite on it. Because that's usually what I'm killing in here is zombies. Although, it feels like I'm usually killing creepers, not zombies. Zombies and skeletons, I mean. Usually, it feels like I kill more creepers than I kill those two. Maybe I'm wrong. Try not to get too close to the pyramid. I was going to blow up, because that would suck. You still can see me even with these trapdoors up. I just have to be really close. I have a few more build ideas. I don't know if I mentioned them yet. I want to build melon house. I want one that looks like a giant version of a melon. I also want one that looks just like a larger melon house. Like a 5x5 or a 3x3. And then I also want a giant chest building. Maybe that'll be a storage place or something. I don't know. Something like that. Also been thinking I need to name the capital, obviously my palace, and I also need to name what the kingdom's going to be. I'm not sure what I would name it, or what I will name it. I want naming it something like Bags Inn or something, but I don't want anyone to do that because it feels like I'm stealing it from Lord of the Rings, which I would be. Also, it doesn't feel right because it's not a cozy little kingdom. So I don't think Bags Inn's the way to go. I might name like a shack or a village that I make in honor of like the hobbits, if portrays their culture more. But I don't want my kingdom to be based on that. Not sure. Also considered switching to barrels as a form of storage, because apparently they're less laggy, because they're not considered an entity, I'm guessing, or at least that's what I was told. Alright, I'm back. I have enchanted the diamond spear. It's got smite on it now, much better. And I'm almost to level 30. After I get this diamond pig enchantment, I'm going to show you guys what I did with the road and the village in between this recording and the last one. Because I did a lot of off-camera work, gathering materials, and I needed something to do besides grind mobs, because I grew bored of it after a little while. So I worked on the road. Alright, time to get that oh-so-sweet enchantment. Well, I'm breaking. Okay, well, I'll take efficiency at least. I can just combine it with the Unbreaking book I already got. Still haven't named that dog. Need to get name tags. Should build a fishing hut and just fish for like 5 days. I might build a fishing hut. I am planning on putting like a dock on the village, so I might do that next episode. Like a little fishing hut, and then just fish off camera until I get name tags. Pretty certain you can make them, but I actually don't know how. I'm not going to look it up either, because that's cheating. I will just make them once I discover them from fishing. If I can figure out how. I would assume like paper, iron, string or something like that. But. And I feel like knowing how to make an anvil is like not cheating, because you use anvils to not just mount, to forge, tools and weapons in real life. So I feel like it wouldn't be cheating to know how to make one in game. Obviously, I forgot the exact recipe, but I know it's something with iron blocks and then iron ingots on top or bottom. I'm not certain which. It would more closely match a real anvil if the iron blocks were on top, which looks like they are. Okay, that's cool. Although realistically, this is a lot of freaking iron for an anvil, because that's like 3 feet by 3 feet almost of just straight iron. That would be a huge anvil. There are pretty big anvils, so I mean, I could see it, I guess. I don't know, but that's still crazy huge. It would be way bigger than that. That's okay, though. Does what I need it to. Alright, now that I got my grinding pick, or resource gathering pick, I'm going to show you the stuff I worked on. Still want to replace that dirt. You do that too. I haven't degrassed or paved any more of this dirt here. I kept it the same. A lot of it hasn't grown because I just wasn't in the chunk area for long enough. But pretty soon you'll see the progress I made. only spent like a day or so on it. Food, don't mind if I do. I'm going to quickly craft a bed because I do not want to be showing off this road at night with all kinds of terribly fun things that want to kill me. I really miss that feature where you could just click on your bed from like 2 blocks away. That was really nice. I think it's further than that, honestly. But I think right about here was when it started. Yeah, just about here. And I just extended the road. Cut down some more trees. Opened it up a bit. And then I went a little bit over this edge of the river, lake, right here. And I think this is the part that I need to cut through too. And here we are, on our way back to the village. There's the village breeder, temporary breeder. I haven't built anything at the village because I didn't want to do it off camera. It just seems less fun. But I have marked out where I want certain things. Okay, well, I lied. I built one thing off camera. I built a farm. Not a huge one. I was wanting to wait to farm it and expand it until I recorded. But this will be the wheat farm. I gave her sheep too. I'm gonna build a sheep herder. This area right here will be the market square. Right around here where these giant trees are. In between the houses. This will be the edge of the city. Right here is the wall. I just put up as a marker so I know where I'm going to put it. And I'm going to put a lumber yard back here. For collecting and producing spruce wood. That's going to be their main export. Spruce wood. And I worked on this road. This road was, or pathway, whatever. It was like, went up and down. I didn't like it. It went up and down in several places. It just looked weird. So I went ahead and flattened it. And I didn't continue the path yet. This is going to be the sheep herder section. I'm going to tear that tree farm down when I'm done using it. But for now, this is it for the village. I don't think I'm going to add anything else other than, like I said, a dock and probably a fishing hut. And then eventually walls. But yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. So if you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see some more. I'll see you guys next episode. Peace.